he come off.
Yep.
Dang it. Dang it. Hammer-handed. Don't care. One. There's three. There's three in there. Oh, there he is. Oh, he come off. Dang it. There was three of them in there though. Cool. Whoa. Big fish down deep. Oh, got him. That is a good fish.
That is a good one.
Come on. That fish was deep, deep, deep. Come on. He don't even know he's really hooked yet. That fish is just a solid brown, just a chunk down deep, and I let the fly fall right in front of his nose, and he ate it. He ate it good. He's hooked good. But I promise you, he's too green to get close to the boat. Oh yeah, I know you didn't like that. You wasn't fooling me. Perfect. Look how he's hooked, just perfect. Outstanding. Well, that ought to make for a pretty picture. Solid fish. So it is a little bit of my blood. I stopped the camera to take a picture of it and it stopped on the release, but the fish was released. The hook is completely out. No worse for the wear. That was a cool fight on the 8-weight that I built myself, so I'm proud of that. Let's go find another. Schnitzel. There's one on that side too. Wow. Macrame much, Chris? Oh, he's on. Oh, I got him. He come on it. Wow. It's a little one. I don't care. Jump. Jump
On
it.
it?
Yeah, just turn. Woo. He says, I'm little, but I'm strong. Come on. And he's hooked just perfect too. That's a good way to end a trip. We were wanting one more. Yeah. You're right down there on it. Perfect. And he unhooked. Yes. That worked. It was a great trip anyway. Guys, I've fooled around with the rope lure, and honestly, I just don't care for it. I don't like untangling them. I don't like fooling with them, especially in the small boat. Now, the big boat is one thing, but in the kayak, I hate the rope lure. So I've been fooling around with this, and I saw this design from another guy that had a gar fly fishing video, and it's worked pretty well. Now, it doesn't catch every one, but they hit, they stick. I've been able to catch some really good gar on this rig. But all it is a weighted fly, you know, that I've tied, and it's junk. It's not pretty. Don't even comment on my tying skills. But I wanted it to represent kind of like a bluegill with a lighter tail on the back of it. but it's got a little bit of lead wire up here on a, probably a number 4, number 6 hook. And this is a number 4 treble hook with some 200-pound braid between the two of them. And what it'll do, sometimes it'll hook itself, sometimes it'll hook the fish, but it works really well. It's on a 8-weight rod, and I've got a 20. You can see this is pretty frayed right here, but usually 25 or 30-pound mono leader, and it does a good job. Now, the best time to be gar fishing is when the weather is absolutely horrible to be out here. The hotter day, no wind, glass calm, that's the day that I want to be on the flats hunting the gar. Today we had a little breeze, a little chop. It wasn't uncomfortable, but it was difficult to see the gar. But we were able to catch a couple. But I mean, if you guys know any better ways, I mean, now we'll fish from with the big rods, we'll cut bluegill. I like doing that, but I'm talking about on the fly. If you know any better ways of hooking up, if you got success stories, share them with me, because I'm learning this as a process. I love these toothy critters and have for a long time, ever since my father and I started fishing for them back when I was, heck, probably 14 years old. But and we've come a long way in our knowledge since then, or I have. I lost Daddy 10 years ago, but to me, I've always loved fishing for these things. I guess it helps me to remember him even more. But this is a blast with the fly. You ought to try it. If you got any questions for me, I'll help you out. If you got any tips for me, help me out. This is a learning process, but it is an absolute blast. Hope y'all enjoyed this. We'll talk to you later.